And I got way too many feels, way too much emotion. I don't even know what's real. I don't need to get along with your best friend, even better with your family. I go.
What's up, friends? Welcome to another video. So today's gonna be a Q&A slash like a little update because I didn't get that many questions, which was super surprising, but my story views have been shit lately. And I just know that like people are busy and stuff, but I didn't want to like let down the people who did ask questions. So I'm gonna answer these questions, and I wanted to let you know I'm not gonna be vlogging when I go home for Christmas this week. I just want to be present. There's not much to film anyways. It's always just me in my kitchen being like, hey, I'm working, hey, I'm eating, hey, I trained, hey, we went shopping, or like whatever, you know? So I just want to remove that stress from myself, and I know it's literally just pressure that I put on myself, because anytime I travel, I'm like, oh my god, opportunity for content, and I'm like, yo, I need to live my life. So that's gonna be that. But we're gonna get real cozy here. If you're wondering, this top and matching shorts are from Choreo Active. Miss Katie Choreo sent these over to me. Look how cute. These are from her Origin collection. And she was actually nice enough to give me a code. Like, she just reached out, wanted to send these my way, and I'm very, very happy with these. True size, mediums in both. Code Melissa will save you 10%, so I'll put that link in the description box, but yeah, I'm super pleased with these. So I wanted to cover that, and yeah, videos will be taking a little bit of a pause. I hate not being consistent on YouTube, but it's all good in this hood. So let's answer some questions. Okay, the first one is, if money and Corona were no object, what would be your dream vacation? So right now the dream vacation is Bali. It's always been Bali, like for the last couple of years, and I'll be going in 2021. I'm just gonna verbalize that. That is one of my travel vision board things. I literally have it written right there for when I have a little post-it note for what I want to put on my vision board, and Bali, I have 3 places I want to travel to, and I'm going to knock out the first 2 in January. So I think one of them's booked. The other one, I'm pretty sure we're going to go. So that leaves the rest of the year for Bali. What are your favorite and least favorite qualities about yourself? So my favorite, I think, is my ability to make people feel safe and like connect with them and nurture them. That is my favorite thing ever, because I love like going deep with people and getting like raw and real and vulnerable, and that's not gonna happen unless there's a safe space. And I have a lot of people in my life who come to me for just like advice in general, and throughout the years I've learned to weed out the ones that drain my energy, that don't like give back to me, right? Because I believe that any relationship should be symbiotic, okay? Not from a standpoint of like, if you want to be my friend, what can you do for me? Like, not like that at all, but there should be an equal energy exchange. That's how supportive relationships and friendships are built. So that's my favorite, is supporting my people. My least favorite is sometimes and this is like just my ego, but I am very impatient because sometimes I struggle to understand opposing viewpoints. And between, like, even before law school, I could always see things from the other side, and then law school really helped me like open my mind and realize that. But there are certain issues in this world today where I just really struggle to see the other side because I'm so convicted in my beliefs. But that's how you grow, right? That is how you personally develop, is opening your mind and hearing the other side. Even if there's not a freaking chance that I will ever agree with it, I need to listen to it, because I would hope that the other person would do the same for me. So again, I know that was me kind of turning it into like a growth mindset kind of deal, but that's my least favorite, because sometimes I'm just so like, I never react. Like, I'm pretty good at thinking before I speak, which it was not always like that. But in my head, like when I have a short fuse, even when like I'm PMSing and like just stupid little things piss me off, I'm like, I get pissed, and then I'm pissed at the fact that I'm pissed. And then I'm just frustrated with myself. And that's when Brock, my ego, he's just running around, you know, and I gotta tell him to sit down, you know. Besides family, do you miss anything about Kansas? It's hard to say, because sometimes I do get a little nostalgic. Like, we live in the country, so it's just very peaceful, and I like that. But at the same time, there's like not shit to do unless I go to Kansas City. And like, obviously love my family, miss my family, but I like having options of things to do. Like, I can't just like sit in the house all day. But I will always be very fond of home, obviously, and Kansas City. And for those of you who don't know, I'm from Atchison, Kansas. Small town Kansas. It's about an hour north of Kansas City. Our fun fact is that Amelia Earhart was born there. Okay, so every summer we have Amelia Fest. It's lit, except this year there was no Amelia Fest because, you know, the thing that shall not be named. But there's just not a lot going on there. I'm very glad that I grew up in a small town. However, then I went to the University of Kansas, which is in Lawrence, and that's like an hour away from Atchison. And then I went to law school in Kansas City. So I lived in Kansas City for 3 years, and I will always be so fond of it. Like, Kansas City is so cool. I have lots of good memories there. It'll always be like kind of home to me. And the Midwest it's just, it makes me like warm and fuzzy because people are nice there, you know, but I do not miss the weather. And that is the biggest thing for my mental health and also just like me as a person. Like, I need to be outside and my soul needs to be next to the ocean. Like, I fully believe I was a mermaid in a past life, or I lived in San Diego or like on a coast somewhere, because I cannot explain to you how like peaceful my soul feels when I see that freaking water and when I swim in it. I'm also a Pisces rising. So that's a water sign that explains things. I'm a Sagittarius sun and a Sagittarius moon, which is a fire sign, which is very much spot on for me, but I'm a Pisces rising. Favorite go-to holiday party outfit? Well, Miss Danielle, she used to be one of my clients. I love you, girl. There have been no holiday parties for me this year. Literally last weekend was my birthday. Just for that weekend, the restaurants in San Diego closed. They're back open now. I'm not salty. No, I'm really not. We'll go out eventually, but I really think that a little black dress, right, that is form-fitting, okay, and then heeled boots or booties. Let me go show you my favorite shoes that I only have worn for my birthday last year. I was gonna wear them again this year, but then obviously, you know. Behold, the baddest bitch boots of your life. I'm usually not a fan of heels like this. I like wedged heels better, but these with the pointy toes and the sparkles, they're also cover your ankles. Okay, this is just everything I love. Ankle booty, a heel, a pointed toe, sparklies. Like, this is a bad bitch energy. And you can wear these with pants or, again, favorite holiday outfit with the bodycon dress. Like, I need to go out into the world with these again. That is all. Best memory from my childhood. Holy nuts. This is a hard one. Also, what's strange is the older you get, the more you forget your childhood memories. The other day I had all these memories come flooding back to me that I completely forgot about. And I was like, I never think about that. And now I can't even remember what it was. But childhood memories, I think just overall, like, I can't think of like a specific right now, but on a regular basis, before my parents got divorced, my grandma, so my dad's mom, and then my mom and me, we would always go shopping together. Like, we would go to St. Joe, Missouri, which was like 30 minutes away from Atchison. That's where we would always go on the weekends and go out to eat and go shopping. And those are just like some of the best days ever. Like, I remember I would get really tired because like shopping is exhausting nonetheless. But when you are a small child, it's very exhausting. And it would be just like such a big day and such a big ordeal, but it was so fun. I think that has to be like one of my favorites for sure. What really makes you angry? What really makes me angry is people with closed minds. People who will not listen, who will not hear the other side, who will not open their mind, and their brain power is just so shallow. Like, when they argue with you, they're arguing, which therein lies the problem, instead of learning and having a productive conversation. But they're just so reactive, and they just want to tell you like why you're wrong and why they're right, and like they just won't listen. And I'm like, I know my purpose on this earth is to help raise the collective consciousness. But there are some people who are just not ready for that. And to those people, I bless them, I release them. It's kind of like the saying, you can't argue with stupid. You know, you really can't argue with people who will not even give you the time of day to like listen to another perspective. And like that sucks for them, because your life gets so much better and you just become like such a better human and more developed when you can see other perspectives. Again, like I mentioned earlier, even if it's something that like I will never agree with, I will still hear it out, because there have been so many times where I heard something out and I'm like, you know what? I never thought about that, because I've never had that experience. And it's really cool that everyone's human experience is different and we can share that and we can learn from that, you know? So that's what really makes me angry, is people who have closed minds. What shampoo / conditioner do I use? I use Pantene. I've used that for so long. I used to use the one for like long hair. I think now I just have the one that's like sleek. It's like a blue label, because I washed it today and it's actually not as curly today. I think it's because I have heat styled it all week, but I have like a shampoo. I have like a protein treatment that resets it to like get it curly again, just like enhances your curls, but it's quite frizzy if I don't, you know, manage it. So I like this sleek shampoo and conditioner. Any regrets moving to Cali? Absolutely not. I know the biggest point of contention about California, aside from the whole political climate right now / COVID climate, is the fact that the cost of living is obviously higher than most places, but to me, it is worth it. Like at this point in my life, it is worth it to me. The sunshine, the ocean, the beach, the vibes, like the peace that I feel, it's worth it to me. Will it always be worth it? I don't know. I mean, I'd love to stay here, but I also am like, I'm just gonna let life take me where it takes me, because you guys know my favorite intention is to trust and surrender, because life is a lot easier that way when you just like let go of control and you're like, just take me, you know? So we'll see. But no, I have no regrets. Like I cannot see myself living still in Kansas. I just don't. I've definitely leveled up coming out here in business and personally. Like everything happens for a reason, and it's just really cool because, you know, universe has your freaking back. So no. Okay, so it's been a whopping 13 minutes, most of it me just rambling. Those are all the questions that I received that I'm going to answer. But I do want to do more question boxes on Instagram. I know I had said, like, probably a month ago now, I was like, oh, I'm going to do a get to know me question box every week. And then the first week I did a hormone question box and got such good engagement on that one. And then the next week I did an intuitive eating question box, which again, got a lot of good engagement. So this week I did the Q&A, but I did it for YouTube because I knew I wasn't going to vlog and I wanted to get a video up for you guys before I go home for Christmas. But all that is to say, stay tuned on my Instagram for more question boxes. I've seen the trend of like show us a picture of, so I want to do that one. But when you do a question box on Instagram, you have to be strategic because it only stays up for 24 hours, obviously, on your story. And of course you can always screenshot the questions and then answer them and share them. But then it doesn't like notify the person that you shared their answer or their question and you answered it. So you have to be strategic and so you need to post it like the day before you're going to do it, but also have enough time the next day. So if I had been thinking, I would have done it yesterday because I have like a lot of time today. It's Friday at like noon and I'm just going to train and Mac has duty tonight. So I'm going to just be chilling. But tomorrow I'm like, oh, so you would think, like, let's post it today and do it tomorrow. Well, no, tomorrow is me and Sailor Boy's day, okay? Because then I go home on Sunday. So Sunday I'll be traveling all day, so I could do it then, but don't really want to deal with that. I want to read on the plane. I want to journal on the plane because, and here's a little woo-woo tangent for you. Let me just wrap up the question box thing. I will do it eventually, so just stay tuned. But, because they're fun, I like to connect with you guys over there. So anyways, woo-woo thing. Whenever I'm on planes, I feel so good because I'm like unreachable. Like people can't bother me. Okay. I'm like up in the sky and there's this card that I pull all the time when Lexi and I pull our cards in the mornings. And I can't remember what the name of the card is, but it talks about like basically there's two different kinds of people. There are people who are like up here, like in the clouds and they feel better just like connecting to like the universe, like literally like stars and planets and shit, right? They have a really hard time staying grounded. And then there's people over here who are like the opposite, right? Like they're like very grounded. They have a hard time, you know, being up here, connecting to stuff. And I'm like, listen, I am so up here, it's not even funny. Like it is very hard for me to get grounded sometimes. So much so that I'll like just feel the energy and it gets bad. I had an incident, I think it was last week, where I had to go stand in the ocean for literally 30 minutes just to get the energy like out of me. I was like, woof, I need to ground more. But all that is to say, when I'm on a plane, I feel good because I'm up there with my energy, you know? And I think that's why I like skydiving so much, because I was like, this is my home up here. So I want to spend my time on the plane just journaling. Like so much comes to me then, and reading. Like I just feel so free and I feel so good. So all that is to say, I'm not going to do the question box on the plane. But yeah, otherwise updates. We have the alignment planners right here, not the big shipment. These are for influencers, and I've been hand delivering them to some local San Diego influencers. We mailed some yesterday, and the big shipment will be here within the next week or two, as well as the packaging materials, because if you know, you know, it's going to be a whole unboxing experience. We have the tissue paper back there, but we need the boxes that are specifically designed for the planner. It's going to be so good. It's going to be so good. We have a label maker. Thank you guys so much for your support already. We're just really excited, and it's cool even to see the influencers start using them now, because I'm like, yo, people are using our product and this is going to change their lives. So that's really cool. Really, really cool. But I feel like I've chatted long enough now. I know this video, it'll probably be a normal length, but in my time it feels super short because usually I like vlog all day. But yeah, I just want to give you guys some updates, answer some questions, and let you know that I'll be back on YouTube probably definitely after Christmas, maybe after the New Year. So I hope that you guys have a happy holiday season. You stay safe, you stay healthy, you enjoy your family, friends, people, food, time, make memories, okay? Don't stress out about the gym or food, for real, okay? A few days is not gonna ruin your progress. I promise you your routine will be waiting for you when you get back. So yeah, that is what I have for you today. And as always, if you watched until now, I'm taking all my good vibes, I'm sending them your way. If you could give the video a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that bell before you leave, that would be dope. And I will catch you in the next one. Bye.